with the advent of 4.0, that brings us a new nation, a new storyline, and a bunch of new stuff. But the one thing I really want to check out is the party system. I do want to see for myself what the party menu looks like, and I guess that one could say not just a party menu, but also I also want to see one more thing as well. See if that particular thing also changed as well, and that would be the character archive. I don't know if the character archive had changed anything, but let's see. They didn't even update the character archive, bro. They didn't even do anything to the archive. No, bro. That means we can't even check out the other characters whose menu has like a new stance and all that. It's a little disappointing, all things considered. They didn't even update the character archive. All they did was just update the party menu. That's it. Sure, fine, I guess. Considering the amount of characters that I do have at hand, I'm gonna see if I can rate as many of them as possible, just to give my thoughts and opinions on the changes that being made. Now, I did sneak a peek when I was updating the game, and I gotta say, there's a pretty good potential over there. Let me just say that. Well, already, look at that. So not only did they change the character poses, but the background also changes depending on where you are in the game. So that's cool. We got all these damn characters here, and I can only imagine how much they've done for the characters they don't really give a about. But I will say, so far, like I'm actually somewhat impressed with the character selections that we have been given right now. Right. So first and foremost, we got ourselves Lynette. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. Yeah, honestly though, like I gotta say, I'm impressed with the animation work that's been done for the party system so far. At least just based off of this. I don't think they've ever exuded this much personality, like ever. For a character select screen, this is nice. I expected this from a fighting game, not in a gacha game. So it already gets bonus points for me just for adding this much detail. So for Lynette, just based off of animations, I'd say this is a 7 out of 10. I think this is pretty good. Yeah, this is actually pretty good. Faruzan, yeah. It's only all right. Like the animation's only okay. It's not the greatest, but I do like it. Though I will admit, I don't think it expresses her personality that much. Like not by too much, but hey, you know what? I like this one. I'd say give this like a 6 out of 10. Yeah, I think a 6 out of 10 is fair enough. It's not like that I'm like fully in love with it or I like it like all that much. I just think it's good. I thought exactly me knowing I could invite Lynette. Aw, Kali with a little pet too. That's cute. That's real cute. Yeah, I like this one. I'm gonna give this one like a 7 out of 10 as well. Much like a Lynette, this would definitely be a 7. Aw, with a little dog mascot. It's not that impressive compared to the characters that we've reacted to so far, but I like this. I like it. Having the little dog mascot there, it makes this like gives this at least a point or two extra. I was gonna rate this a 5, but looking at that, I'd say 6. I think 6 should be good enough. Wait, hold up. Wait a minute. Hold on. What did I just see there? Much like Goro, I was gonna give Amber a 5 out of 10. At first I wasn't that impressed because she just jumps and salutes and all that, but there was something about the way that she jumped. Like specifically in the way that she jumped forward like that, or at least like turning around and jump like that. I would say I'd give this a 6. I'm leaning towards a 7. But I think 6 should be fine enough. Maybe 6.5? I don't know. Alright, Toma, I will say this, there's a little bit going on, but not by much. I can see this in a fighting game. I can definitely see this in a fighting game, like Mortal Kombat, or hell, I'd probably say Blaze Blue even. I think this one just gets a 5 out of 10. Like, it's pretty standard, all things considered. Yeah! 7 out of 10. This gets a 7 out of 10. I think it's close to being an 8, but there's a little bit missing from that animation still. Yeah, I'd probably say like a 7 out of 10 is good enough. Really? I mean, it's cute. It's cute, but I don't know why. Maybe it's because of that we've seen Barbara one too many times in the beginning that this just doesn't do it for me anymore. Like, not as much. But I will say she at least has she at least expresses some personality with her with her pose now. At the very least. It's 6. I think it's a 6. This is only okay. Yeah, Candace's animations is only like, it's pretty okay. I don't think it exhibits her personality all that much, but I do appreciate the fact that she has her shield incorporated in some way. It's still a 6 for just for the animation alone. Yeah, a shame. But hey, what can you do, right? There's only so much you can do with a shield. Okay, it might be because I have the alt outfit on for official, but I'm liking it. Then again, there might be a little bit of bias behind it because in terms of personality, and I guess you could say now, and I guess you could say by definition, story and all that, official has become one of my favorite 4-star characters on that regard. It's flashy, it's pretty good. It pretty much exemplifies her personality quite a lot. And with that, I'm probably going to give this an 8 out of 10. I think this is a pretty good animation for stance for official. I get the feeling something else could have been done with Kujo's Sara. I don't know why. I don't know what exactly. Maybe she had her bow and arrow like pulled back, ready to aim and all that. Maybe it's something. I don't know. Maybe it's something else. Maybe have the tip of the bow be electrified or something. I don't know. It's a 4 out of 10. It's a 4. She could have done so much more. Okay. I like the fact that she's just on top of the Ginny. I'd say it is unique to her. It is definitely unique to her. It's something that only she could do, and it does show off of what her gameplay would usually be revolved around. Based on that principle, I'd say I'd give this like a 7 or a 6, but I'd probably say like within the lower end of 7. Wait. I blinked for a minute and I missed everything. What, excuse me? If he howled, maybe? I guess it... Okay, well, maybe not howl. That might be a little too much for a character screen. I'm sure something else could be done here, right? I think this is just a 5. It's something that I've definitely seen before. Yeah, okay. This is nice. Yeah, that's nice. I'd say for Shinobu, it might be because I'm a little biased towards Shinobu. I don't really like her gameplay, but I do like her outfit, her outfit and design and all that. I'd probably say this is a very solid 7 out of 10 animation right here. So Chongyun's animation is just is just a simplified version of one of his idol animations. That's a 4 out of 10, honestly. They didn't really do much. I guess I shouldn't expect too much because, I mean, it is a character select animation, but it's like, come on. Wait. It's cute. It's cute. I already expressed my distaste towards Diona based on this animation. There's a bit going on. There's a teeny bit going on, if only for a split second. Especially with the way that her facial expression changed. I think that's a detail that not many people would notice firsthand. I'd probably give this a pretty high 7 out of 10. A pretty high 7, because I think giving it an 8 would be too much, because I think that there's other characters that would be deserving of an 8 or above. So I believe this is a high 7. I think so. Aw, this is something I believe only Layla would be able to do. So I think this is cute, and it expresses her character perfectly, all things considered. This one I think deserves an 8. Like, as an example, I think this one definitely deserves an 8 out of 10 for me. If they did a little bit more with the animations, I'd probably say this would be close to a 9. I think so. Okay, really? But then again, I really can't expect much from a free 4-star character. It's only fine. No, I don't know if it's actually just fine, actually. I could see Johnny from Guilty Gear do something like this. That's the thought that came to mind. Or any other pirate-like character. Which is weird because he is dressed up as a thief. So yeah, it's a little weird. It's a little weird for me to say that, but given that, I think that had it not been for the outfit, I probably would have given this a lower score. It's like a 4 out of 10. It would have been 3, but I think 4 should be fine enough. It's fair enough given the context. Sucrose. Oh. Wait. Oh wait. Okay. It's one of those animations where you blink it and you'll miss a lot of things. This is definitely one of them because once you switch on over to her, you do see death in that potion of hers. Yeah, you do see a skull in that one. So that's kind of dope. That's actually pretty dope. So I'd say that's like an 8 out of 10. I don't know. It's either an 8 or a 9 out of 10. It's a very small detail that I really like. I'll have to come back to this, but I do guarantee that it's at least an 8 or above. I do guarantee that. I don't know about this. I don't know about Hazel's animation here. I don't think it's bad, but at the same time, it's something that I guess anyone else could do. I could see Cookie Shinobu doing an animation like this. Nah, I think this is just a 4. Okay, that's cute. It does express what she does within her gameplay. So I will give it that. It is repurposing a idol animation that Sayu has in the past. 5 out of 10. I think it's a 5 out of 10 because I think that repurposing a little bit of the idol animation it's not wrong. It's not like you committed the worst atrocity known to man. It is something that does express her. So yeah, I think it's a 6 out of 10. It's a 6. It's something that I don't think I would see other characters in this game specifically would do. I think that's the conclusion that I'm going towards. Really? Another repurposed idol animation. I don't think it's exact, but it does take an idea from it. I'm only gonna rate this a little lower compared to Sayu's because it is something that we have seen before. It is a repurposed animation, but unlike Sayu, where Sayu's has a little bit of flavor behind her animation. This one, it just feels like it's repurposed, or like more like repurposed closer compared to Sayu's animation. It's a 5. I think it's just a 5. And then Ningguang's is just that. To be honest, you could have just had the rocks just spinning around her and then converge into nothingness, and then have her wield the rocks just like that. I think that's what's missing. Honestly, I almost expected Ningguang's animation to be kind of like this, except with a pipe. Now, this on the other hand, Shanling with Guoba, with Guoba as well. Okay, you know what? I like this one. So far, it's very expressive, and I'd say that this is pretty close to being a 9. But I think for now, I'm just gonna stick it to an 8. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give Shanling an 8 out of 10, and then give the Sucrose a 9 out of 10. Though on the tail end of 9, only because I think that it's very good, but I don't think it's up there just yet. All right, Bennett. Slightly repurposed from his idol animation, but it is a little different. Although you can now just spam rocks. Poor kid's just gonna get a dent. 6 out of 10, only because it is a little different compared to his normal idol animation. Yanfei, I do like the fact that she incorporates her scales. I expected a little different, just a teeny bit. This one isn't that bad. Much like Bennett, I think I'm gonna give this a 6 out of 10 as well, but I think it's pretty close to 5. Just read a book, that's it. I will say, his stance does give off a little more personality compared to his older one, so I'll give that a pass. Well, that said, it's slightly repurposed, but not really. A 6 out of 10 on that one. Yeah, this is a 6 out of 10. Jigcho the nerd. Okay, all right. Yao Yao. Okay, you know what? That's cute. That's real cute. Even incorporates the bunny a little. Of all the characters that have pets, that have pet characters like Kali, and then I do remember Goro as well. I'm shocked that Amber does not have the bunny on here. She doesn't even have her Baron bunny with her at all. So I'm like, I think that's where it could have been. It could have been a little bit more. At least have the bunny do a pose that's similar to Amber, which she's here. 7 out of 10. I think for Yao Yao's animation, it's a definite 7. Kaveh. Now see, even Kaveh has his suitcase. Kaveh can have his suitcase, but Amber can't have Baron Bunny. Like, why? I think this is just a 7, only because of the incorporation of the quote-unquote pet character. I'm not sure what to think of this. It is something that she could only do. We'll say that. It's a 7. I think it's a 7 for this one. 7 out of 10 for Lisa's. I do think, though, that might be the bias talking though. I mean, you know what they say regarding these kinds of ranking stuff? The score's made up and the points don't matter. That's what it is. Damn, Beto. You're so good, but at the same time, your idol animation could have been so much better. You just stood there. I like Beto, but honestly, the animation, The animation is just like, it's just whatever. I hate to say this, but this is a 4. Yeah, I really hate to say this, but this is a 4 out of 10 pose. Well, not just pose, but animation as well. There's so much that could have been done here. You don't even use the knife as far as I'm aware. 5 out of 10. This is a 5. Minimal, but it is her character. It's basically her curtsy idle animation, but it's very reserved. 6 out of 10. No reason. Yeah, I think it's a 6 out of 10. No reason. Regarding the 4-star characters, the best ones that we have seen so far, one of them is Kali. I do think that Kali has like a pretty good one. Jin Yun is also pretty good as well. Shinobu's as well, but I think that's only because I have like a bit of a bias, just a teeny bit. Diona's as well, just a very slight detail that I quite like about it. So yeah, okay, it's fine. Layla's is also pretty good too. Yeah, this is pretty good. And then yeah, Sucrose, I think in terms of small details, it's damn good. Same thing with Sean Ling's, especially if the callback is you know, for it to be true or not. I'm gonna take your word for it though, but yeah, I'll definitely give this a pretty high grade as well. But overall, man, I mean, in terms of 4-star characters, it's nice. I think there's some good, there's some like meh, but overall, it's a pretty good start so far. We're not done yet though. We still got the 5-star characters. Now, granted, again, I don't have all the 5-star characters, so if you don't see them, I don't have them. So sorry. Sorry in advance. Hell yeah, he's playing hacky sack. Let's go. I don't think it's great, but I think it's deserving of a 7 out of 10. Maybe within the lower end of 7. Out of 10. That's a 9 out of 10. I really don't care what you think. This is a 9 out of 10. It definitely expresses her personality very well. Like near perfection, I'd say. If she had the animation that she has when she smiles with her eyes closed with one of her attack animations, it would have been an easy 10 out of 10. I think so. It's a damn good thing that I got Kokomi. Oh my god. Oh, do I give that a 10? Oh, I don't know. I actually do not know. If anything, if it's not a 10, then it's a super high 9. That much I know for sure. Maybe like a 9.99, or maybe. I know for sure this one is close to a 10. This one's near perfection. I know for sure. This one, it's like, this one's also very good too. Okay, okay, hold on a second. Let me see that one more time, Mona. Okay, yeah. I like that one. I like that, and the little hat tip. I want to say that's an 8. I want to say that's going to be an 8 out of 10, but I'd probably say on the lower end of 8. Okay. Yeah, using her gameplay move and then ending it with a pose like that. You know what? The little twirl. Okay, you got me, game. You got me. This one's also an 8, but I'd argue that it's a higher 8 compared to Mona. Oh boy, Aloy. What did they do to you? I mean, it's alright. Honestly, to be honest with you guys, I did not expect Hoyoverse to do anything to Aloy at all. Just still have her normal pose. I'm not gonna give this a 10 or 8 out of 10 just based off of principle, but it's decent. It's decent. It's a 6 out of 10, but I expected worse. And then there's Chi-Chi. I do like the beginning animation. I do like that. I'd probably give this like a 7 out of 10. It doesn't go into the ranks of both Mona and Kaching, but I think giving it a 6 out of 10 would be a little unfair. So yeah, 7 out of 10 is fine. Oh, you know what's crazy? They could have just had Shenhe just pose like that, but add in the little spirit that she has there. You know what? Yeah, that's great. That's a 9 out of 10. That's a 9 out of 10. Though there might be a few things that could make it into a 10, but I think I'm good with this one. Well, hold on. Let me see. Nah, you know what? This is gonna be our first 10 out of 10. This is our first 10 out of 10. All right, you know what? Yeah, that's a 10 out of 10 right there. Like the video, like the stream, just to say, you know what? I was here for the first 10 out of 10. The giggle physics? Wait, really? Did I say 10 out of 10? I mean 11 out of 10. No way! You should subscribe right now for the first 11 out of 10. Let's go! Okay, Venti. Alright, you know what, Venti? You're one of the first characters introduced in... one of the first 5-star characters introduced in the game, and yet somehow you have an animation like that. That's a 9 out of 10. I don't know. I don't know if I should give 10 out of 10s so indiscriminately, actually. Now that I'm really thinking about it. But this is not helping. Hell yeah. Just that. Ito, what the hell? You just stole Beto's pose. That should have been Beto's, not yours. 8 out of 10. It's an 8 out of 10. Okay, so from what I understand, they didn't really change. The animation doesn't change based on the characters' outfits or anything like that. I do like the flames that are in Diluc's hand. I will admit that. I think had it not been for that little detail, it probably would have been a 6. But you add that, it's certainly a 7 out of 10. Oh boy, here she comes. The little terrorist. Let's go. God damn it, she's just so cute, though. She has a pose that says, go. Do a crime. 8 out of 10. It's cool. I will admit, it's pretty cool. I like the pose a little... I like the animation a little more compared to Beto's. But honestly, it's not by much. I do believe I gave Beto a 4 out of 10. This is closer to a 6, but on the lower end of 6. Ooh, the little flash at the end? That's so weirdly satisfying. 3. The dice doesn't change like at all. If they had a hidden detail on, if they had like different dice numbers, it would have been a 10 out of 10, easy. I give this a 9 out of 10. Yeah, if it changes it within the, if the die changes within, like instead of showing a 3, maybe show a 1 or a 6 or a 5. This would have been a 10 out of 10. Like, it's one of those little details that I absolutely love. That it would do for me, honestly. Okay, that's cute. That's real cute. She came in swinging. It's like a 9 out of 10, but I do believe it's within the slightly lower end of 9. It's good. It's actually pretty damn good. But I don't know if it's within the same league as Yelan. You know what I mean? But it is up there. I will say that. Actually, you know what? The more I think about it, an 8 is fair enough. Yeah! It's just like the simulations. It's just like the trailer. Without context, it looks pretty good. With context? 10 out of 10. It's another 10 out of 10. So yeah, so far, Shenhe gets a 10 out of 10, and Raiden gets a 10 out of 10. 2 10 out of 10s. Let's go. Yeah, Miko with her tail right over there, and then the fox hand sign. You know, they could have just not shown the tail, but they did anyway. That's a 9 out of 10. Yeah, this is also a 9 out of 10. Oh, hey! You know what this weirdly reminds me of? This just reminds me of a splash art, but not the in-game splash art. The other splash art. You know what I mean? I hope people know what I'm talking about here. It's a really nice callback. I love it. Let me show you exactly what I'm talking about then. For those who are watching this at home. Hold on a second. Yep, definitely. Yep. Almost like her idol. It looks like her idol, but honestly, I would give this a pass because it is a callback to one of her original splash arts. So that's great. That's honestly, like, I love that. I love it. I'm definitely giving this a very high 9 out of 10. I don't think it's a 10, but it's damn close. Woo! Yua, my goodness. 10 out of 10. Just kidding. I'm only kidding. It's strange to me though. It's that sword specifically, the one where she drops it in her ult. Well, not ult, burst, but still. 9 out of 10 because the jiggle. Fair enough. Fair enough. I think if she did her flamenco, the dance that she does in the, I guess not exactly in the trailer, but you know, something akin to that, I'd probably give that a 10 out of 10. But for what we got, I'll take it. 9 out of 10. It's only fine. Yeah, Jeans is only just fine. The burst of wind helps a little bit, but not by much. It's hard to say. It's honestly pretty hard to say how I feel about this one in particular. 6 out of 10. It could be worse. Cost-wise, it's kind of like Jeans, but I guess you could say just a teeny bit flashier. I think I'm gonna put it in the same ballpark as Gina. A 6 out of 10. I probably give it a 5, but the end gave it a bit of that flash, you know? So yeah, I think this is a 6 out of 10. And then Zhongli with his meatball. I gotta admit, compared to the other Archons, this one's only fine. It is something that only he's able to do. So it's fair that I give this a 7 out of 10. All right, guys? I think this is a 7 out of 10. Six out of 10. It's a 6. No, actually, wait. Nah, it's a 5. Never mind. It's a 5. As far as animations go, it's very clear where the love and care really went into, and it's the 5-star characters. Maybe with the exception or two here and there. And keep in mind, these are the characters that I've only managed to acquire so far. There's other characters that I haven't checked out just yet, like Hu Tao or Child. Considering the characters that I have gotten over the years and you know, play around with, it's about as good as you can get. I'm impressed with a lot of the animations that were given to a lot of these characters. Hell, I'd probably say even some of the 4-star characters are standouts as well. Again, just based on personal bias and all that, but I do like what I see here. They could have just given them nothing at all. They did about as much work for the 4-star characters as the 5-star characters, and that to me is impressive. As weird as it sounds, I'm looking forward to see if I can get more characters just so I could get their idol animations in the future. Wait a minute, hold on a second. I wonder if there's a way for us to see more characters. Let me check something first before I make any bold assumptions here. Surely someone must have uploaded a video somewhere. At least react to the ones that we haven't seen just yet. At least based off of my characters. Okay, so Mika is the one that we haven't seen in terms of 4-star characters. That's the only character that I haven't gotten on this account. It's only okay. Yeah, just looking at Mika and exploring. You know what? That it's a cute touch, and it does complement his character well. So based on that, I'd probably say I'd give this. It's a 7. I was gonna give it a 6, but I think him just exploring around and then seeing the quote unquote potential danger in front of him makes this a little higher than I would have done had it not been for that. Ah! I think for this one, I actually do need to mute the. I actually do need to bring up the audio. Okay, you know what? That's kind of cartoony, but I do like it. It complements a character, and it does describe her personality pretty well. So it is a 9 out of 10. I will admit that. It's definitely a 9. It's cool. It's only okay. Yeah, I think it's only okay. I'd probably say give it a 6 out of 10 because I could see other characters do something like this. And Nilou is Nilou. Honestly, Nilou is just Nilou. It's only fine. She is a dancer, so I can't really expect anything that different. So 6 out of 10. Yeah, this is also a 6 out of 10. Quite graceful for her character. It does compliment her, but to be honest, it's like, it's fine. Okay, next, I'll hate them. Really? Really? Is that really all? That's a 5. That's a 5. Honestly, I expected a little more. Like maybe something to utilize his ults with. Something? I don't know. This is just, it's just a 5. Baiju's only okay. Yeah, Baiju's is pretty okay, all things considered. But I don't want to give it a high score either. 6 out of 10. Yeah, it's a 6 out of 10. I don't know what to tell you, man. That's a nice animation, actually. That's a very nice one. It does remind me of her animation in her story quest. So based on that, I'd say an 8 out of 10. Yeah, I think an 8 out of 10 should be fair enough. I just realized I just skipped I skipped Sino. Oh no. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Oh, that's kind of cool though. Yeah. Sino's is actually kind of cool. I'd say that I'd probably say that's worthy of an 8 out of 10 actually. Yeah. I think it's deserving of an 8 out of 10. Okay, there we go. I solved it. I fixed it. Sorry about that. Now we can get to Xiao. Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's cool. Not the greatest, but I do like it. So that's going to be, I'd say a 7 out of 10. Wanderer. I don't know about this. I get that it fits him, but it's like, I don't know if I agree with that. It's a 6. Yeah, as weird as it sounds, it's a 6 out of 10 for me. Yeah, I think that should be fair enough. Then Albedo. Kind of cool. It's kind of cool. He just transmutated a sword into that. A 6, but I think he's going to be on the higher end of 6. I think so. And finally, Kirara. It is a cat pose. I don't know what I'm not sure what else I expected, honestly. Maybe the box? Maybe she ran in with a box and then transformed it? Maybe. I'd probably give this a higher score, but based on this, 7 out of 10. Yeah, it's a 7. If she ran in with as a box, I'd probably give this a higher score. I think so. Give Child 2 Lamau. I did? Damn it, man! I'm a horrible CC, can't you tell? And finally, we have the child. Okay, you know what? That's kind of flashy. That is kind of flashy. It almost makes me... I won't lie, it almost makes me regret not getting him the first time around. Almost. Almost. Not by a lot, but certainly up there. So for that one, I will give that an 8 out of 10. I do think it deserves an 8 out of 10. There, I did it. I did the thing. It does make me interested in getting some more characters, even beyond characters like, let's say, the Archon and perhaps the blonde girl from the trailer, and Arlecchino as well. So there are 3 characters that I am looking forward to, that I do want to see playable in some form, and then there's the old characters that I do want to get as well, just based off of this. Just based off of this, I just want them because of that. You can tell that Hoyoverse has upped the quality when it comes to like games, when it comes to like you know, their games and all that. They really do care when it where it matters most. I'm certainly impressed by what we have right here, and it's very clear to me that as time moves on, as time moves forward, we'll be able to get more updates like these in the future. But at the same time, it's like, we're just gonna have to wait another year just to see another big update like this. It really sucks that the content that we do get for Genshin is like pretty slow in terms of having updates like these. Well, and by updates, I mean more like quality of life updates akin to this. But the thing is this, I do appreciate it whenever they do come around. It's not like that I'm like shaking my fist in the air just saying, damn you, Hoyoverse! I do appreciate what we do have here. I'd rather have this than nothing. And as such, it's hard for me to say that I don't like this kind of update. Updates like this definitely do help, and when you have new players coming in from all walks of life being introduced to something like this, they'll say, this has been injected by so much personality and love and care. It's hard not to be mad at a game like this. At least for those who have tried this out and, you know, gave it a fair shot. I certainly did back then, and I'm glad that it's paying off.